How's it going, everyone? Silva shareholder here. I'm going to take a few minutes to speak to everyone about net neutrality, why I think it's something we should all be interested in and concerned about maintaining, and we should all be speaking out and taking action to preserve net neutrality. To my understanding, what it is when we access the internet or when we pay for internet access, um, that's what it is. So we're all paying for internet access, and the internet is a equal playing field, meaning that any website has the same treatment across the internet. So a big money website would have the same accessibility as any website that you or I start. So silvershareholder.com or like we saw with the Stackerville concept with Big Silver One. If you wanted to go with, like, say, Stackerville.com, that kind of thing would have the opportunity to equal or outperform the big money players on the internet, like, say, an eBay or Amazon. And that's where it is right now. So while I might have difficulty promoting or publicizing my website to drive traffic there, if you decide to go to my website, it's the same accessibility as like a Google or YouTube. So while YouTube is great right now, if you wanted to start your own version and the demand was there, where by word of mouth or some kind of promotion that you're doing, enough traffic went there to challenge the big players, that opportunity is there for you. And with net neutrality, that's the ruling, I guess, is that it's no preferential treatment to the big players in the industry or to the people that have the money to pay for preferential treatment. So that's the way it is now, and there's some kind of rule there, and they're trying to do away with that or change it. I believe they already have to some degree, where from what I've heard, broadband is regulated differently. I think that's regulated like a cable service or a television service, which is already a hole in the net neutrality agreements, I believe. But now it's coming up where they're trying to dismantle it further, and I think that's a really bad thing for you and I. And the internet creates a lot of opportunity for people and a lot of opportunity for startups and ambitious people. So I've done business with several websites that are started by people here on YouTube or by smaller businesses or startups, and that might not happen if they can do away with net neutrality. And it also has a lot of interesting implications for less than popular opinions. So there's a chance that they could limit access to websites that have an opinion or a point of view that's not as popular with the mainstream or with the big money interests. So I think it's a really bad thing to do away with that, and it opens up the doors to a lot of things where, say, a YouTube would pay for faster internet access speeds. So it'd be really easy for me to log on to YouTube, while if you started your video service, maybe it wouldn't be as fast. Maybe it would intermittently interrupt or drop signals or be unavailable. Maybe it wouldn't be available at all unless you were able to pay for them to carry your service, similar to television, where you get so many channels, and it's part of a subscription service. So you might have subscription services where you get an internet package that only includes access to certain websites. So it's pretty interesting, the applications, and I think it's all bad for you and I. So hopefully something can be done to maintain net neutrality, or else you might only be able to access the websites that are promoted by the service provider that you go through, similar to your cable station. So for me, I know I only watch a handful of television stations, but in order to get those, I have to subscribe to a package that has 200 channels, none of which I watch. I only watch a handful of stations. So your internet could be similar to that. And then again, if you think of the television, How are you going to start your own television station or your own television program? So the internet might be similar to that, where it would be difficult, if not impossible, for you to start your own, channel. And right now, the way it is great. So while we might have trouble getting the resources for an advertising campaign to bring traffic to our sites, if we have a site that's innovative enough or beneficial enough where the demand is there, where by word of mouth or some kind of small promotional campaign, it just exponentially expands the user base, you have a great potential to really do something with the internet. And if they change that, you might not. It might take $1 million to get your service up and available to the public. So I think we've all got a big stake in maintaining net neutrality, and I haven't heard that much about it, so I just thought I'll do a video here on YouTube. And I want to get all your thoughts and opinions. This isn't my area of expertise. I'm not real knowledgeable in it, but I've heard enough that I wanted to talk about it a little bit. And if you know more than me, please leave some comments. And even if you don't, let me know your opinions. But right now, if I want to start a website on how to grow prairie fire peppers, here's my prairie fire pepper, and I could put up, prairiefirepepper.com. And if there was enough interest in that, that could be the next big thing. Now, in this case, I don't think it would be, but you understand the potential that's there. And if they change the rules, that might not be the case. It might take a big media giant getting behind a concept in order to launch it. So, yeah, net neutrality, let's, keep it so that the internet is a place where anybody can have an opportunity to get their thoughts and ideas out there, and leave your comments. I'll come back with another video soon. Thanks for watching.